Welcome back to another lunch conversation with Gina. I'm really excited. We only have 3 days until the fall boutique recruitment event at Sarah Lawrence at 2 p.m. It's going to be an amazing event. I mean, in addition to the book launch that we're really excited about, we were going to have some phenomenal schools, and let me let you know who they are. Our Rise Roadmap launch sponsors, we really thank them for their extra support. Riverdale Country School, Greenwich Academy, the Fessenden School. Workshop sponsors, because the event will end with some workshops. Horace Mann School, Columbia Grammar and Prep School, Birchwood and Lennox School, and thank you as well. Other participating schools are the Ethical Culture Fieldston School, Rye Country Day School, Tabor Academy, the Browning School, French American School of New York, and the Buckley School. So we want to thank all of our schools for participating. Families, they're coming to look for you. So we look forward to having you engage with them on a deeper level and ask questions, and this will just support your admissions process that much more. So today's lunch tip is all about investment. The last time we spoke, we talked about the investment of time. What does it mean to show up as a parent? And today, I think I want to talk a little bit more about the money, right? The cost of tuition, the cost of participating in an independent school lifestyle. What is that all about? And are you willing to invest that time and money towards your child's primary and secondary education? So we're not even talking about college education yet. What type of an investment are you willing to make? So we, in the previous one, also referred to tuition, the cost of tuition. It does rival some college tuitions. The median for day school is about $22,000. The median for boarding school is about $50,000. And for many of us, we are either coming from one or two places. We are either coming from a place of abundance or a place of sacrifice to meet the cost of attending a private independent school. And depending on where you're coming from, it can make a difference in whether or not you can choose this type of educational lifestyle. If you are coming from a place of sacrifice, and it really doesn't take that much to come from a place of sacrifice when you're thinking about the cost of tuition, in comparison to some of the families who are extremely wealthy at these schools who, the cost of $50,000, that might as well be $5,000 to them. So in an effort to create equity, socioeconomic equity, that's very important to our independent schools. Many schools have endowments that support financial aid. And financial aid is not a dirty word. In the independent school world, whether you're paying $1 or you're paying $50,000, if you are accepted to that school, you are accepted to the school. So don't be afraid to apply for financial aid. And I would also suggest that as you go through the application process, I wouldn't worry about money right now. Let's see what happens. You might be surprised. You might be able to find out that what is being offered to you to offset what you can afford to pay is going to be enough. So just go through the process, get accepted first, and then take a look at the package if you are applying for financial aid and make that decision. We'll be talking more about the financial aid process during our workshop on October 4th at the Rise Fall Boutique Recruitment event. So you'll have that opportunity to ask questions from some of our administrators then. So, outside of tuition, what else can you be expected to pay for? Well, there are a lot of parties. I mean, if you're thinking about the lower school, a lot of birthday parties. You might want to consider, what are you going to give as a gift? It could be something token, and depending on how well you know the family, bar and bat mitzvahs. Rule of thumb that we did, I believe the magic number or the special number is the number 18. So we gave in increments of $18, depending on how well we knew the family. Trips, right? As your child gets older, there are trips that the school offers. It's not paid for more often than not. But if you are receiving some type of financial support, check in with your financial aid office, because there may be opportunity for them to, at least for one time, offset the cost of a trip abroad. And Also understand and be clear on what tuition covers. For some independent schools, tuition covers everything. So be clear on what it is that they do, what it does cover and what it does not cover. It covers lunch, and they're great lunches. um, so be clear on what it is that the costs are. If you walk in with your eyes wide open and you set a budget, and you find out what is available to support you, you might find that this is an investment that's well worth it. Many families do find that an independent school education is priceless, you know, with all of the resources that are provided. And I just want to share some of that with you. You know, what tuition kind of like pays for, right? So, you know, we talked about what tuition is, but the annual total expense that is spent on a student at a day school is about the same as tuition. It's about $22,000, and the same, a little bit more for a boarding school expense for a student is approximately $64,000 per student. So by the numbers, what does that mean? So there's about 2 students per computer. That's where the expenses are going towards. So the median number of students per computer is 2. The median number of square footage per student, space, environment is about 247 square feet rather. The median average class size is 15, and more than likely you have 2 educators per class. And the median student to full-time teacher equivalent ratio, as I mentioned, usually have 2, is 8.6. So investments are being made in your children's education. The money is just not just going somewhere in the abyss. It is being spent on our students, providing phenomenal resources, tremendous opportunities to experience curriculum even outside of the classroom. So make sure that the investment is clear. Don't worry about it until you go through the process. Go through the process expecting that you are going to be able to meet the financial obligations. Again, whether you're coming from a place of abundance or a place of sacrifice, there is support. There is financial aid. You just need to apply for it. And we will also be holding some workshops starting October 14th, another one on October the 18th, and I believe the last one is on November 3rd, and it's being hosted by Riverdale Country School. It is the Roadmap Workshop Series, and we are definitely going to be having some workshops around the financial aid process. So I continue to thank you for your support. Rise thanks you for your support. We look forward to seeing you on October 4th. If you haven't had a chance to RSVP, please do so, and share it. We have plenty of room for families who are placing a premium on quality education, and our 12 schools will be looking for families like yours. So join us on October 4th, where we will also be launching the RISE Roadmap to Independent Schools Success and Beyond, Installment 1, how this unique educational benefit can be of support to families of color. All right, so we look forward to seeing you. And one more shout out, I do want to thank Andre Robert Lee, who wrote the foreword for the RISE Roadmap to Independent School Success and Beyond. We had a really great tweet chat yesterday. You can check that out at 4RISE. That's the number 4, RIISE on Twitter. All right, have a great day. See you soon.